If you guys are attending the New England Patriots training camp, go on ahead and like this video. I've been to a couple training camps for different NFL teams throughout my summers. I think they're awesome. It's a time to really get to see up close and personal your favorite NFL players. So if you guys are going to be in Foxborough, Massachusetts and attending the NFL training camp, let me know. Like this video. Speaking of training camp, the New England Patriots are about 2.5 weeks away from the rookies reporting on July 19th. And I know there are several position battles happening here for the New England Patriots in the offseason. There's a lot of new things surrounding the New England Patriots just in general. So I want to break down my top 3 position battles and what you guys need to know ahead of NFL training camp later this month and what you should be keeping an eye on just in case you guys are actually there or if you guys are a fan from afar, like myself, currently in Texas. Well, here's what you guys should be looking at and seeing why training camp is so important for several players trying to make the 53-man roster here this season. Of course, we're starting with the starting quarterback battle position thing, whatever. You got to talk about Drake Maye and whether or not he's going to be your starter week 1. Right now, it's Jacoby Brissett, as it should be. He's the veteran. He's got experience, and I do not blame the New England Patriots just trying to go with something a little bit familiar here, knowing they've seen Jacoby Brissett before, and you haven't seen Drake Maye just yet here in the NFL. But here's what Cam Wolfe had to say, NFL reporter, on the Patriots quarterback battle. He said Drake Maye is going to get a fair shot to win this job in week 1. Jerod Mayo wants to see them compete, and the best player will play. So they're not exactly harping on the veteran and the rookie type of mindset. While they do think Jacoby Brissett is a phenomenal mentor to Drake Maye, they're just going to go with best player will play. But here's the thing. It's Brissett's spot to lose. Why? Because he has a starting position right now. He's got more to lose. He's played for a couple of different NFL teams in his time in the league, and now he could possibly lose it to a rookie come training camp if he doesn't perform well. If he performs just as well or right up there with Drake Maye, or you really can't tell the difference between Drake Maye's skill set and Jacoby Brissett's skill set, which I personally think they're the polar opposite in terms of what they bring to the table, then I think Brissett keeps the starting nod, at least for week 1. But if Drake Maye, in my opinion, shows the slightest bit of improvement or availability, or at least just showcases his skills a little bit better than Jacoby Brissett does, I think Drake Maye could have the opportunity to steal QB1 later this month. But we'll have to wait and see because I am pretty worried about the first 5 weeks here for the New England Patriots schedule. I would prefer to have a veteran in the backfield at least through the first 5 weeks because there are some pretty tough contenders to see here in the NFL within those first 5 weeks for the New England Patriots. And if you do have a rookie in there, you could be dwindling his confidence. You could just kind of not succeed, and you don't want to go 0-5. You're digging a pretty deep hole there for the New England Patriots. They do end up going 0-5, but I know Drake Maye is a different kind of quarterback. He was a 3rd pick in the NFL draft. Obviously, he's got the talent to showcase what he can do here, and he could go up some NFL Super Bowl contending teams, but in his first 5 weeks in the NFL, it's going to be pretty tough. Why? Because you're facing Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. You're facing the Seattle Seahawks in week 2. Here's where I start to get a little bit more concerned. You're facing the New York Jets. That's probably a number 1 ranked defense in the NFL going up against a rookie quarterback. That says sack city like I've never seen before. Then you got the 49ers. They just recently were the runner-up in the Super Bowl for the NFL. Excuse me, I'm all over the place here today. But the 49ers, Nick Bosa, scares the hell out of me. Floyd scares the hell out of me. I wouldn't want to put a rookie up against that. And then you got the Miami Dolphins as well. I just think their offense also just overpowers the New England Patriots offense. So you could be looking at 3 straight losses here just because what we're looking at in the offseason, these look like better rosters than what the New England Patriots do have. And then, of course, you could lose there to Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. You might be able to take a win, though, against Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks. But not to mention, it's not just a quarterback battle for 1 and 2. It's not just Drake Maye and Jacoby Brissett. There's also a quarterback battle for who's going to be QB3. Bailey Zappi could end up being cut, could end up being traded. They could waive him. I don't think Bailey Zappi is going to end up being a New England Patriot this season. I don't. But training camp could change that. I like Joe Milton. I like what he brings to the table. I think he fits a little bit better there behind Drake Maye. Has a similar skill set with the cannon of an arm. But that's another position battle you're going to have to look at. Who's QB1 and who's QB3? Well, pick who wins the QB battle between these two players. Pick Jacoby Brissett, type JB. If you want Drake Maye to win, go on ahead and type DM in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. And if you guys are looking for something to wear during the 4th of July this Thursday, why not wear a Navy Patriots polo? Why? Because it's 50% off. I love things on deal, but I love things a lot more when they are half off. Why? Because it's basically free. That's girl math. Go to chatsports.com/Navy Polo. That's you guys are going to get this awesome deal on this very nice golf polo, barbecue polo, bar polo, first date polo. You can wear it to Foxborough for all you want in Gillette Stadium. Go on ahead, get this Navy Polo, nice little logo right there on that chest. Go to chatsports.com/Navy Polo. That's you guys are going to find this in all sizes while they last. I don't know how long this deal is going to go on for, so I would highly suggest clicking this link right now. Takes you to Fanatics, and you guys can get your hands on this super nice Navy Polo for 50% off. Another position battle I'm going to be looking at is the 6th receiver spot for the New England Patriots. There are about 12 right now on the 90-man roster, so it could be anybody's game. But I want you guys to take yourself out of the roster, the depth chart, the 53-man spot right now, and just assume the Patriots are going to sign a 6th receiver. They typically just sign 5, but they also have more resources this year than they did last year, so just assume. Let's just assume that the New England Patriots will sign a 6th receiver. Well, in my opinion, I think the top 5 are already pretty much locked in. It's what I've seen from rumors. It's what I've seen from reports. It's what I've seen some training camp and OTA and minicamp type of plays is that Kendrick Bourne, Jalen Polk, Javon Baker, Demario Douglas, and KJ Osborne seem to be the top 5 wide receivers right now for the New England Patriots. I would say 4 to 5 of these are a lock. But if you want to add a 6th receiver, here's who's fighting for that 6th spot. The wide receiver battles between JuJu Smith-Schuster, Jalen Reagor, Kayshon Boutte, and Tyquan Thornton. There's a lot of talent here and very different skill sets as well. That's why I think training camp is really going to determine who fits best with Jacoby Brissett and Drake Maye, just in case who will be QB1 come week 1. Then they know they can run with any 4 of these guys. My overall analysis of the wide receiver battle is that I think it's going to be Boutte. I think so far what we have seen from OTAs and what we have seen from minicamp, I think that Boutte has completely shined when it comes to connecting with Drake Maye and Jacoby Brissett. Plus, he will need a big training camp in order to make that 6th spot happen. Reagor could be a great returner, so I could see the pros of signing Jalen Reagor, but overall, I don't think Tyquan Thornton ends up making the 53-man roster based on his OTAs and minicamps. That's why training camp is going to be huge for that 6th spot. He could shine, he could explode, but I've seen more mistakes than pros than I have from Tyquan Thornton so far in this offseason. I personally think you cut JuJu Smith-Schuster. You can maybe trade him, but I don't know how much is out there for his assets. I think ultimately, waive, cut. I don't think JuJu should even go to the New England Patriots training camp. You already seen what he could do last year, and it wasn't much for New England. Now you've got 5 locked-in wide receivers, maybe even a 6th competing with 3 other guys. I just don't think you need JuJu this upcoming year. But if I'm wrong, then let me know. Go on ahead and type down below. Type C for cut, type K for keep. Should the Patriots cut or keep JuJu Smith-Schuster on the 53-man roster this year? Another pretty underrated position battle that I'm looking at here coming up later this month is going to be who is going to be the New England Patriots kicker. And I know this isn't one of the top positions, but you wait until it's a tie ball game, and it depends on whether or not you win based on one of these 2 guys. It becomes your most important position. And right now the kicker battle is between the rookie, or hence the second-year player going into a second year, Chad Ryland, and the veteran, Joey Slye. Now look, my dad's a big Commanders fan. His dad played for Washington, so I've seen Joey Slye numerous times as watching Washington Commanders with my dad. And I do think it's a classic veteran and a second-year battle. You could go with the older guy who's been with a couple of teams. You could still stick with that second-year rookie, see what he's got. Could he be the future of your franchise? But if I'm thinking about this right now, Chad Ryland didn't show me enough in his rookie year to be like, that's going to be a stable kicker in the NFL. And when you look at what these guys have done in their short career for Chad Ryland and his long career for Joey Slye, 19 of 24 last year field goals, where Chad made 16 of 25. 20 to 29 yards, Joey Slye is making 2 out of 3, while Chad's going 4 for 4, which is not bad. You fail in the red zone, boom, you bring out Chad Ryland. But he starts to get worse as the distance becomes greater. 30 yards or 39 yards, Joey Slye, boom, perfect. 7 for 7, where Chad missed 2. 40 to 49 yards, 7 for 9, where Chad Ryland went 50%, and then he's only 2 for 4, 50% from 50-plus yards, whereas Joey Slye is 3 for 5. And this was just last year. We know Slye was with a different organization. He had a career-long 61-yard made field goal, so it's going to be interesting to see how much in depth they're going to go in with kicker battle here at training camp, but I'm going to go with Slye. I think Bill Belichick drafted Chad Ryland. You know, he traded up for him, which is still kind of crazy to me. I think that was kind of Bill Belichick's guy, so maybe now with Jerod Mayo, they're just going to waive him, move on from him, and they'll go with Joey Slye. I think he has more under his belt. He's proven more in his time in the NFL, and you know what? You could probably use just a good, reliable kicker like Joey Slye with so many question marks around your offense and your defense for the New England Patriots. With that being said, which position battle is the most intense to you? Do you think it's the QB battle? There's also a position battle going on right now, be who the second cornerback is. Let me know if you like the wide receiver battle, the kicker battle, or several other positions out there. Let me know in the comment section below. As always, hit that sub button for me if you have not already, and like this video. The more you like this video, the more people see this video. And if you guys made it to the very end, be sure to comment and hit that thumbs up.